The original Donkey Kong Country trilogy didn't have the good sense to reuse the Crystal Cave palette, so levels like this are the closest we'll ever get to seeing its potential. And luckily for us, there's a few more things at play in Northlake Frozen. This is part 5 of Overthinking Donkey Kong Country 4. Probably the first thing players notice is the combinations of two similar level themes. The aforementioned Crystal Caves from DKC and the Glacier Tile set from DKC2. The thing players should notice first is the music. Again, by the brilliant Rodrigo Bochat, this tune perfectly encapsulates the feeling of the level, and really does hold its own against the original trilogy's music. There's a lot of enemies here, which is normal for this project, and I've made my feelings known about that already. So I'll just say sometimes less is more and be done with it. The DK coin is borrowed from a trick in DKC2, Crockhead Clamber if I remember correctly. Chests within chests within chests. I'm not criticizing them reusing the idea, it's a good idea and exactly the type of thing they should be tipping their hat to. The first bonus area looks absolutely gnarly. Parts of this level seem to be sideways. I'm not crazy about that. The constant glittering is distracting too. There's some unique stone assets here, and props for trying and all, but they stick out like a sore thumb. It pains me to say that, because unique assets is the way to go for sure. And some of them look really fucking good. It's just when used with the trilogy's assets, they look very out of place. I've talked about all that before, so I won't keep going on. Clapper returns, and honestly, I'm loving how much the devs are showing Clapper the love he deserves. We get Squawks returning here too. I love the way it looks when he flies behind the ice, which has got me thinking, is this literally a frozen lake? I didn't put much stock in the name, but like, what if these sheets of thin ice are frozen waterfalls? Was Northlake ever going to be playable in its non-frozen state? Were we going to see the first DKC version of Yooka-Laylee in the Impossible Lairs level change-ups? The back half of the level feels distinctly Slipslide Ride, with its early focus on ropes, before moving on to something more akin to Black Ice Battle, seeing the Kongs falling downward through the level, picking their run through the various openings. The second bonus area is, again, really creative, and expects the player to bring their A-game. It's always a treat to see all 4 Kongs together. Not all of the demo levels seem to have that though. I don't know if it's something that is level specific, or an idea they've gone back and forth on, but while it might seem too generous to have that many chances, some of these levels are quite long, so it's starting to seem more and more justified. Seeing DK play bass is cool too. Between the 4 of them, they've got a full band. Part 5 done, and while I never mentioned it before, this is the end of the first batch of DKC4 videos. Next up is the earliest proper demo release, as far as I can tell. A full world of levels, complete with Cranky's cabin and a boss battle at the end. See you then.